they had a fairly short closed beta
All
because
right.
like the launch is coming out what August 18th for PC, which gives them a month exactly to run a beta up till then.
Yeah, yeah.
Which for what they're packing, right? You know, the whole completely real time and you can fly along with like real aircraft and we can have highly detailed ground crew and like a hand drawn this and yeah, I'm like, well,
It's a lot.
is it's a lot for a month-long beta.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna slow roll things out, but I don't think they've told people they're gonna slow roll things out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just looking at the prices was bad enough for me.
I know, right? Although
So
that being
bad.
said, I don't think Microsoft has changed their price, like their extreme pricing, since Flight Sim X.
No, I suppose. I think it comes the standard edition comes on the Game Pass as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, standard edition comes on the Game Pass, but what ticks me off is they've always had like aircraft that they won't give to like regular price when it's only offered to like premium and above or deluxe or whatever they're calling it this time around.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing the same with airports, and I have a
Yeah, they
problem with that.
are. Yeah. Yeah. There's
I
like a
don't
whole
think you
separate
should
thing.
be locking airports behind a paywall.
Because there's, yeah, I think my mate Sam was pretty peeved about it because like part of London you can't get to. I think it was like Gatwick, like one of the main airports. It's just like, why? just why?
I don't. I've been trying to look online to see which ones they've blocked behind like a paywall, and I don't think they have mentioned it. But considering that most people will want to go to like to the major airports, I wouldn't be surprised if the major airports are the ones that are paywalled.
Yeah, I think it is. I feel like we had a list somewhere. Let me have a look. See if I can find it.
Oh, here we go. Yep, yep. Like there's like a huge checklist, eh?
Yeah, I was just dropping it in your Discord, but yeah, I'm assuming you found them. Just whacked it in your
Yeah,
general
that's the
chat.
exact one. Yeah.
Yeah, certain things are locked at certain editions.
Airplanes have always been locked, although let's see, like what airplanes here?
Heathrow, there you go. Heathrow's only on the fucking premium edition.
Dude, I'm a bit mad that the 787 Dreamliner is not on a standard edition.
Was it
I
not?
mean, why?
Oh man, I've never really actually looked through the list properly.
The list is pretty bare bones though for starting off aircraft. Like, okay, they're probably going to be highly detailed, but that's not a long list
No.
if you stop at standard. I don't see any A380 here.
No. Pretty mad, isn't it?
Come on, man. That's crazy. I I don't know. Maybe they don't think many people are going to fly the A380 because the A320 is more of a workhorse, but come on, man.
I can feel your stress.
Yeah, no, it's because like when I was really pumped, like I tried to get into the alpha a lot. I was constantly trying to get into the alpha since I think 3 weeks after they announced the initial alpha
Yeah.
stuff. And I didn't get into any of the alphas, didn't get into the closed beta either, which is not a surprise because I assume they're going to give it to the heavy alpha testers.
Yeah.
But when I saw this list, I was like, well, I don't really care now.
Don't want to put the effort into it.
Yeah, not because like it's 30 aircraft. It's because there's such a slew towards buy the fucking premium, which is already ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people won't get the game just because of that.
Yeah, I mean fucking Heathrow is premium.
It's stupid, isn't it? No one's gonna play
It's
£100 just to fucking fly to Heathrow.
no, but I think they will. Because like,
yeah, people will. There's always people that will, but I think it will put a lot of people off buying the game.
True. No, that's true. But like, I mean, if you're like even remotely a flight sim like enthusiast, right? You're probably going to be like wanting to go to places like Heathrow or Cape Town or like Dubai, especially like Dubai International Airport is like one of the most famous, San Fran as well.
Yeah.
So they have done a good job of So, I thought they would do this, is take the really valuable airports, the one that actually people would want to see a detailed hand drawn one, and then chucked it on premium.
Yeah, I can get that. I understand that, but yeah, I think it just annoys some people a bit too much.
Yeah, sure. I mean, hey, they gotta make money
Oh
for
yeah,
sure,
definitely.
but the starting price already is pretty high, right? $60 is pretty high for 20 planes
Yep.
and 30 airports
So it's
or
about the
30
same.
detailed airports.
Yeah, a lot.
And then the price jumps to 80 to 90. Okay, so $30 more. What do I get? I get 5 more planes and I get 5 more airports. And then 120 gives me 40 and 30. And even though I'm shitting on it right now, mark my words, I'm going to get the premium one because I'm that fucking dumb.
I if they do something like with the Xbox Pass, because obviously the standards on there, I'm assuming they might give you like a discount to get the just like the premium stuff. You know, just like a
Mm.
like just general DLC, I suppose that'll be a good way to do it. But I don't know. I don't think they will because they'll be losing so much money through people using it on the Game Pass.
I think what you're saying is spot on. I think they kind of, excuse my vocabulary, where they kind of
So
castrated the standard edition um because it was going to be on the Game Pass.
yeah.
I think if it wasn't on Game Pass and people actually had to buy it, this price arrangement would have changed
Oh,
drastically. It would have
100%.
probably been,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it would have probably been lower and more, I think more in line with Microsoft X.
yeah. I feel yeah.
See what was the development plan? So the detailed landscape stuff they came out with that early. Living world and traffic stuff was quite late into their alpha. The detailed aircraft, I think they were adding aircraft every alpha, so that wasn't completely ready to go either. Day and night engine, I didn't hear much about that. Aerodynamic modeling, I assume that, I mean, I don't know how you could really put that as a selling feature of a flight simulator. That's like me saying my first person shooter has guns.
It's so stupid, isn't it?
Oh man, I mean, you know what we should do? Who's the developer? What's their name again? Something?
Let's have a look.
Oh, it's
Aspo.
Asobo Studio.
Yeah, Sobo.
Asobo?
Something like that.
It sounds like it sounds like a swear word.
Yeah, I'll go with Sobo.
Okay, so I want to see what their game record is, because that would probably give us a decent indication of what we can expect.
I did a couple
Uh
of.
oh, they did a Plague Tale, which is good, and that would, but then they also did the Crew 2, which is shit.
Yeah, they've done Recore as well. Have you ever played Recore?
Nah,
It was it looked good when before it came out, and then it came out and it wasn't so good. Mate, they did
from
Zoo Tycoon as well.
dude, if you look at this list, it's about eight. It's like 60% of it is just video game tie-ins.
Yeah,
Garfield, Ratatouille, Wally, Up, Toy Story
yeah,
3. So this is one of their first big games.
like yeah, proper major one.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you can count the Crew, you can count Zoo Tycoon, I guess. Although
Zoo
I don't
Tycoon
know
was
if
like
this is the Zoo Tycoon.
an Xbox release as well, wasn't it? When the last Xbox came
Yeah.
out, I think.
Well, this is developed by Frontier Development. So what the hell did Asobo do in this one?
They did Fuel as
Maybe
well. I don't remember Fuel.
I have no idea what Fuel is.
It.
Oh, the motocross game, is it?
Yeah. No, maybe. No, I know what you're thinking of. That's not Fuel. That was
Oh,
a
it's a
really good game.
post-apocalyptic free roaming game, features the ability to drive anywhere in the game world without incurring loading times, however, crashing a vehicle. Yeah, but what do you do?
You drive around.
Oh, you just drive around.
I
Okay.
assume so. Yeah. It looks like it. Open world. Yeah.
How
Racing.
did okay, if you just drive around, how do you get mixed reviews? That means you fucked up the driving part of your driving around game.
The whole reason you're playing this game is to drive around. You fucked it.
Seriously, Metacritic gave it like 67, 66.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sure that I feel like it would be like there's nothing else to do but you drive around. It gets really boring because that's the same shit that Death Stranding's been going through right now. Like,
Yeah.
dude, it looks so good. And then I see 100 Australian dollars for it. I'm like, yeah,
No.
no. I mean, first of all, it's got horror elements, so I'm gonna shit myself for that. And
I
then,
don't think it's that
if
bad.
yeah, it's probably not that bad, but they do have cheap jump scares in it though.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching a YouTube playthrough of that, and like, you could tell when the jump scares were gonna happen because they like the music cut off and they were zooming into like this window, and then all of a sudden you hear like a thud on the glass. I'm like, yeah, come on.
Too easy. You knew it's coming.
No, I hate those kind of games, man. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through all of Asobo's developments and see how many of them actually were above a 6 or a 5. I have a
Shit.
feeling that there's really not many. It's a good indication of what to
Yeah, it
what
gives you an
to
idea.
expect, you know? Because if I had to look at this list, I would be like, the only one I actually think is even remotely good is A Plague Tale.
Yeah, something I've not played, but I want to play. I think I've got it on. I think it's on the Game Pass, and so yeah, I could play it at some point. I just haven't got around to it yet.
Yeah, it sounds good. I think it was on sale on Steam for a bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was. I remember seeing it on sale, but then yeah, it came up on the Game Pass. So I was like, yeah, I'll just play that at some point. Now it's on there.
I threw I threw all of my money on Apex Legends characters, game passes, and Warzone's battle pass.
Amazing.
I didn't even know that there was a Ratatouille game. Holy crap!
You still looking at Asbo?
No, because
Asobo?
dude, I genuinely I have like, the more I'm looking into this, the more concern I have. Okay, so Super Farm doesn't have a review because it's that like not unpopular, but like people just don't give a shit about it. And it was 2003. Gar Garfield Garfield at Metacritic gave it a 72 out of 100, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually not too bad.
Okay, so then Ratatouille, they developed it for PS2, Wii, PC. So let's look at PC score. Yeah, that score is 65. I don't know, man. Like, mm, there's really nothing that points towards this going to be really, really good, except for the tech that they've been boasting, which is Microsoft's tech, not Asobo or
Yeah,
Asobo or whatever the fuck they call themselves.
Asbo.
That's what that's what I when I heard. I was like, it's Asbo.
Yeah, I don't have high hopes for it, but it wouldn't be a game I would get and play anyway. I don't think it would be a game I would sit and watch other people play. So
True. I just don't know its longevity as a streaming game, though. Actually, I don't think it's a streamable game.
it's probably not, because when you're taking
Because
off and landing, you've got to have a lot of focus on what you're doing. So you're not gonna chat in a stream, and then when you're just flying around, you just there's nothing.
exactly, like, you'll focus on the takeoff, and like, as a viewer, like, the takeoff and taxiing will be fun to watch, and then you flick on autopilot for 9 hours.
Yeah, and you just sat there.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's gonna be some like hyper realists out there that'll actually sit there for 9 hours, or have their game running for 9 hours to
To be
go from
fair,
country to country.
that would be the kind of person that has the full setup as well. Like they'll have
Yeah,
the
the
chair,
whole.
the whole desk and everything.
I mean, I think the only way you could make it entertaining is if you had, like you said, the full setup with like the buttons on the cockpit and stuff, and
Yeah,
like a dome shaped like a Airbus cockpit or something.
yeah. They're fucking expensive though. I've seen. I don't know if you've ever saw. Do you ever play like Farming Simulator or anything like that? You,
Oh, people have some crazy
yeah,
setups for
you can
those.
get fucking like 200 quid sort of setups for them. They look mad, but I wouldn't want to pay 200 quid for one game.
Did you see what they're doing with the F1 races for like training their drivers?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially with the COVID stuff going on at the moment, they've been using them to like
Yeah, they got a full
testing them on that.
sim.
So cool.
They got like a full fucking sim. Like, that's just insane.
They got the money, they might as well do it.
Yeah, true.
That's what they're paying them for as well, isn't it? To race, so they need to be on form. Give it as real as they can get.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like there's no races going on. Like, there's no virtual races and shit, is there?
Yeah, I don't know if I think there's people like fucking around doing it, but I've seen a couple of them. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
I think they've done just to like mess around, just have like other people there as well while they're doing it, so they get like that more feel to it.
If we look at Asbo's list of games, it's really not that impressive.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, haven't you?
They started in 2003, dude.
Okay, they need to catch up.
Yeah.